to Sami Zayn in a very physical matchup. But
mentally stinging, but the truth is he's physically stinging. More reckless with their own body in to put down Melo and win back the gold.
The 7th time they've gone one-on-one. The 3rd, Carmelo Hayes retaining the United States Championship, and then night SmackDown. And we're underway. Carmelo Hayes quickly looked like a big kick again, and Dragunov as Hayes.
Dragunov to try that hot start, try and catch Melo.
This year that Hayes has defended the United States Championship. He's suplexed by Dragunov.
Yeah, nicely held onto the weight and bare.
Oh, speaking of pressure, all the pressure, I believe.
And no doubt about it. Melo took a little time to his weight of the world has lifted off his shoulder, and you are.
And Dragunov now, once again, grounding.
Championship on the line week in, week out. Opponents like this are simply not conducive to that.
Well, States Open Challenge over a decade ago.
And let me ask you, how many Zayn and Dragunov, it wasn't as long as it could have been because
center of the ring. What a collision. Carmelo Hayes. Battling out for the United States Championship, and Dragunov is already.
He is so reckless with his own body when it
was sporting a black eye earlier today. That he lost to Sami in what was the qualifying match for tomorrow.
Better when you're so close to earning an opportunity, but it's time to make up for that now and get back to the shot to the spine. It was the fact that Hayes' head rigged
at all times. Little wasted motion. Cover.
Astute. This man is simply burning in the eyes of Dragunov now.
Oh, what does he say? Create some space for the champion.
Yeah, much needed space. Room now needs to follow it up with some offense of his own.
Power of Dragunov, the Mad Dragon.
And you've just got a taste here of the laser focus that you mentioned.
You notice the knee brace on the.
Carmelo Hayes has noticed it too, and if he gets an opportunity.
Looking to retain. Dragunov kicks out an earful.
See that it gives you, but that is just a giant bullseye.
Montreal, Quebec, Canada, first of 2 nights here. Dragunov, and what's been a hard-hitting affair so far.
Yeah, Dragunov, but clearly feeling that pain now, and with TNA's X-Division champ.
Oh, pretty about a Dragunov match. It is.
Ilya Dragunov's face.
You saw Dragunov favoring the left eye.
Problem with Dragunov.
Dragunov just, you mentioned intense. He says United States champion is all about.
Yeah, Melo simply hasn't.
Up. And now Hayes kicks out.
Get a great taste of the contrast. Carmelo Hayes, just when Carmelo Hayes was under the con in this one.
United States title. Nice block by Dragunov.
God, Melo might be out here.
He'll go toe-to-toe with the best of them.
Yeah, fight fire with.
Regain the United States Championship.
Well, you mentioned this Constantine special. That competitor like Carmelo Hayes, not tonight anyway.
Championship, dozens of WWE Hall of Fame champions.
Carmelo's in a bad way here. At
8, countered now by Dragunov. An Ilya and a half. What a man. Man, what.
And Ilya really has dropped the hammer on Carmelo Hayes. Never happens. Carmelo is in a bad, bad way here.
There's fans in Montreal still buzzing over fighting United States champion. Dragunov with a
fighting spirit that has won this hometown or spirit. That fighting spirit might slowly
get tight by like Dragunov's doing. That just wears your opponent down.
Of consecutive German suplexes, you catch Carmelo Hayes scrambling his way out of there. What
championship on the line each and every week against.
Tend to love it. You get great matches like this. But
and now Dragunov with Hayes up on his Hayes springboard.
Nice.
Oh, what a DDT!
And here's an example of that durability of that second wind and that superior movement of
Hayes. You mentioned the resilience. I mentioned the toughness earlier.
Yeah, this is the guy who completely dominated in of that version of Carmelo over the past couple of years.
Get himself to his feet as well. Dragunov with a big slap to the champion battle between Hayes and the former champ Dragunov.
Yeah, bloodfest from the off. And this man hanging on by a thread here.
Listen to the shots to the chest.
Butchered in there.
Into a superplex.
My God.
For occasions way that Dragunov maybe pound for pound deadlift of a human being.
Yeah, at this Dragunov, but can he get over the line? That's what.
The body language tells the... Here. Look at these two go at it. Look at him fight back with it.
That's what makes him so devastating once that bell rings.
Hey, to do here.
Dangerous. Oh, God.
Oh, goodness.
On the jaw of Ilya Dragunov. Dragunov does not find it fun anymore.
Into the ring. Carmelo Hayes now looks to go up, and he's having some issues with that left leg.
The left leg hurts. I'm sure the entire body hurts.
And now with a Death Valley driver into the arm and the legs, and Hayes kicks it 2.5.
Was to recapturing that United States champion. The drop zone call.
And Dragunov going to go high risk. Wait a minute. First 48 by Carmelo Hayes.
Here is your winner, Carmelo Hayes!
Oh, mate, no. See this take place. That was the Miz who clearly didn't see that at all. Of course he pounced, got the pin.
Yeah, Miz, as you mentioned, extremely Carmelo to keep the title, to maybe get a title opportunity.
Process, I'm pretty sure there will be some consequences.
The issue between Cody Rhodes and Jacob.
I wasn't just the company's champion. I was somewhere along the line. Perhaps I got predictable. I did. Coming to you. You can drive. You're all gas. Say about me, you have something.
Rhodes is ready for a fight. Earlier in the night.
An opportunity to sit down with Cody Rhodes main event, but this interview became an intense. Hello, my friend. Cody, thank you. Memories, but I do have to ask you your feeling on losing the
WWE Championship. Instead, talk about regaining. What an impossible feat that is, but that is where my focus.
Cody's on the man who cost you the WWE.
You know, I respect you having asked that.
No, I didn't. Get your hands off of me.
Tomorrow is. Sit down, Jacob. You got something to say? Sit down.
Let me lay it out. He kicked my damn teeth down my throat. I wasn't how you feel or what you think about. It's on me. And then I have my mind.
You were thinking. Because it certainly didn't look like kicking your teeth down your throat. I'm going to tell you what everything and not thinking, you acting, place.
All right, okay, hey, everybody relax.
Ain't nothing new that don't nobody know about me. 7 kids, no job, 1 mattress. I got fired before I got hired. But nah, hell, and them choices made me a better man.
Problem. You're standing across from me right now, but Montreal, the bell sitter, it should be for the...
Nah, hell nah. The way
Drew was already out. You got this title match, main title match.
Hold on.
Oh, hey.
This is, Cody, what you think I'm... Hell, that ain't never... Bitch, I'm out of control. I ain't got no control. That's me. I'm very...
Think about before his match in 24 hours at Saturday, left the building. He did not want to jeopardize.
Come to a head tomorrow at Saturday with the man who cost him the gold, the most terrifying.
Just the girlie I wanted to see. I wanted to take this time to a star, Jordan. You're a star. And you know what stars do? Coveted position of Legion of mine. Maybe next week at the Royal Rumble, we work together. Why don't you start tonight?
I'm convinced. After you.
Are you sure about that? So, pledge your allegiance.
A little muscle added to this.
Accompanied by Alba 5 on half of the AAA mixtape.
She's dressed like the Mountie. And Jade Cargill next. Jordan Grace isn't really... Guy, it is now official. The tribal Royal Rumble match. The OT out Saudi Arabia. The weekend starts next coast, 6 in the morning on the West Coast. And that'll be followed, of course, in the Countdown Show, 12 noon Eastern, 9 in the morning, followed immediately by the post show. The road to wrestling.
The Royal Rumble just keeps getting bigger and bigger. But green regime, because we've had
Vero Beach, Florida. Cargill!
She wants Cargill in the title.
yeah, this is
Her a future championship opportunity to chain her on a ringside, and still find it hard to believe.
you can get against the physical specimen
Of Cargill.
just effortless abuse because Chelsea Green is already in a bad way here.
Chelsea into the corner.
Jordan Grace inside last week as Chelsea Green actually fought Jordan Grace. Exactly why Jade Cargill is so far.
Go, and now Jade Cargill with a fall-away slam.
Jade Cargill did not like Jordan, the blue brand, and it's me, the champ. But there's no rest.
Just mouthing off to Jordan here.
I'll tell you right now, when it comes to Alpha, done so, at least
Well,
at this
Jade
moment.
better stop worrying about Jordan.
What an absolute bullseye that was on Jade. Again, Jordan Grace paying dividends.
And Chelsea.
That level of abuse thrown your way, that is just anger.
Any opportunity to get
Here
back
we go,
in it.
here we go.
Chelsea Green rolls through using the ropes for leverage.
Did Bart in the shock and awe of the after.
Chelsea Green on the power bomb. She's telling Jordan Grace to watch this.
Here is Jade Cargill!
To prove that you can. And I'm in the Women's Royal Rumble. Or, since you're already right now.
Jade Cargill saying a storm.
Jordan Grace has already quit her receipt on a collision course. Can Jordan Grace?
Title, not like that.
I can still focus on other titles and our team. Get it. But, Rumble's going to be great. Plus,
an epic return. But I probably forgot because I won. But then
we wouldn't have been best friends. We wouldn't have been...
worry about Rumble next week, and tonight, it's about the team. But I did win last year.
Bo, I promised that Tama Tonga. Yeah! We're going to bring back the undisputed WWE. There ain't nothing.
Moments await.
The eyes of the world are on
The city. The Experience Royal Rumble.
Dreams will...
Riyadh.
We're in possession of that symbolic lantern, and
Uncle Howdy's lantern, that is the hugely, understandably not for a loop at this point. After the pinfall, Solo
momentum coming into tonight's tag time.
Scheduled for one fall in this form. The WWE ring, Tamatonga, the Goa, and
Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy in the... Tala back to the locker room, obviously to keep an eye on payback last week, Wade, when they caught Solo.
As they are concerned, they wanted that lantern back, but they're absconding with that precious lantern It won't be.
Gacy defending the tag team titles tonight against Solo Sikoa.
Well, Solo and Tama have already taken a massive shuttle at the same since the MFTs have made it clear.
Loomis, what do they need to do to keep the titles?
Well, they need to get all the personal issues and strife you have.
Tama Tonga. Listen, this is an important matchup. He promised he'd bring gold back to the group, and here's the first.
Here on SmackDown.
Oh, double team.
Right. It starts tonight here with Tonga lower.
Team reigns as well. Tama Tonga, a tag team. Dexter Loomis halfway across the ring.
Volleying Solo Sikoa out of the ring.
MFTs.
Looking at
tag team titles against Solo Sikoa. Tama Tonga was once described as a tortured artist.
Six are just a family of broken souls. Way of calling this family broken.
Tama runs into a big boot. Now,
and the complexion of this match is just completely
drawing the official Charles Robinson, which allowed Solo.
He's got this unit well drilled. They're following the orders of Solo Sikoa to a
former United States champion.
Again, behind the referee's back, and you might not like them, but that
side as Loomis fights back. Oh, what an elbow by Solo into the cover.
Individual is Solo Sikoa. There's a methodic, something he picked up when he was the right-hand man of this unrefined, crude individual. Get
into the corner, and Tama now with a big splash. Another quick tag made to Sikoa.
Are at war now. And don't the White Six.
Not had really any opportunity to. Gacy and Loomis of the Wyatt Six trying to win the tag.
Feeling both physical and spiritual.
Great Umaga. Again, Solo staring down.
There's nothing he can do in this match to help his men.
Solo Sikoa. Delivering the back suplex now.
A miscalculation by Sikoa, who had his end of the tag to a fresh Joe Gacy.
How did Gacy go? That highly unorthodox, but a feat.
Just loves swinging for the fences.
And now Sikoa runs into a big boot.
It's Brady utterly devastating for the MFTs.
Turns Tama Tonga inside out.
Severely.
Yeah, the double team coming from the Wyatt Six into the power.
Is the move that has put everyone down for the Wyatt. And catching Gacy on the way through. This completely reckless there from Wade up here.
Yeah, Loomis heading up to the top rope. Jake splash. Cover now to retain the championship. And now Tonga Loa up on the apron.
God, oh look, playing Skittles on the outside with the everything in sight. This,
uh-oh.
Have ourselves a big boy brawl here.
Oh, Tama Tonga with a big
correction from Mateo and Tonga Loa.
Tama Tonga. And a Solo with us. Now Loomis
calls. Oh God!
Oh God! Lantern used as a
to get worse.
The cutthroat, the running.
Here are your winners,
and that was just Solo Sikoa being WWE Tag Team Champions.
Back to the family.